Hello, and welcome to another session of God's Insight for the Soul. I am Bridget, an intuitive energy practitioner. My lovely co host Lori and I created this space for 2 to 3 women. It doesn't have to be women. I don't know why I said that, but it typically is. But everybody is welcome. But 2 or 3 people to come on and to ask a question or provide a situation that you'd like some insight on, or we can even pull an angel card. And the the idea of this space is for us to know ourselves deeper, to have a deeper connection with ourselves. So the magic of energy work really is feeling into what the words mean for me. So, as we go around our group today, and each one of you have an opportunity to receive specific insight, just know that there is also a message in the entirety. Each person's insight is also, there's a message in it for each one of us. So, really just allow yourself to sit in this space and feel what is stirring for you. We each have our own journeys, and um, there's little nuggets for each and every one of us in these different sessions that we do. So, and if you're watching and not a active participant, I encourage you to do the same thing. Sit back and just ask yourself, how is the divine speaking to me today? What is in this for me today? So again, I'm Bridget, my lovely co-host Lori. And do you have anything else, Lori, before we get started?
Nope, I'm ready to go.
All right. I feel like Linda is going to start us off today. So, Linda, what do you have for us?
Yes, I'm happy to.
Okay.
I would like an angel card.
Okay.
Okay, so I am watching my grandchild today. Well, my daughter and I are, and she's out there with him right now. And I forgot to bring my cards, so I pulled up a few on oh my screen away. Hold, please. Gosh, I had it all ready for us. Okay. My internet is going very.
We may have lost her, which is okay.
Solar flares, baby, solar flares. Mhm.
So,
Hmm.
I have a deck, Linda, so we'll just pull
Great.
from here.
Perfect.
Yeah. Mm. All right, Linda.
Yes.
So, there's two sides to this card. The front side says, there is plenty for everyone, including me. The back of it says, the ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my
Yeah.
needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything.
Yes.
Yes, and just sit with that. I feel a very, very expansiveness with this card. Very, v- yeah, very expansive, very receive mode. And it reminds me of like feminine versus masculine, and the feminine is a receiver, and
Hmm.
that piece that you're really that's what you're exuding right now is to receive, receive, receive. And I feel like that is you've set yourself up to receive. I think is and I'm thinking specifically in your business, things are
Yeah.
like clicking, 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 clicking. And it's because you've done work on the back end to set yourself up in this way that y- you're like what did it say? The ocean of life is lavish. And now you are at a place where, yes, I am here and just, yeah,
Yeah.
receiving
Yeah.
them.
I took my launch of my just sharing of my knowledge and working with distressed sellers at Homes of Idaho to some people, and then which went all very well. And then last night around 8:30, an agent texted me and needed help, and we talked this morning, and looks like she's going to switch transaction coordinators from who she has to me so we can get her buyer into the house that they've made an offer on. And
Nice.
yeah, it's with HUD, so there's some intricacies to go through. And yes, the ocean is so appropriate. That is my rejuvenation.
Mm,
So
yeah,
it perfect. It's exactly what's happening. Yeah, totally.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And Lori, I went ahead and pulled a card from my deck. Do you want me to read it and then you give Linda insight too?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, so the front of it says there is plenty for everyone, including me. And the back of it says, the ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything.
Mm. Yeah, so I love how everything works. Yeah. So what came up was that very first line that Bridget said. Say it again, Bridget. There's enough for everyone. Is that what it says?
There is plenty for everyone, including me.
Yeah. So often in our cognitive mind, right? We're born into a consciousness of human. The consciousness of human is finite, which means there's one pizza. And if the five of us share a pizza, we all get 1/5 of the pizza. However, we are 100% spirit and 100% human. So, is that true for eating a pizza? We get 1/5 of the pizza. In our human, yes, that's true. However, when we recognize that spirit is also involved, we can say, oh, okay, but we can go buy another pizza if we want more. We could make another pizza if we want more. We could all make our own pizzas if we want more. There's other truths as well as the truth of a pizza that we are splitting that is finite. And when we think about resources and we think about finances and we think about clients and we think about opportunities, those function on the spirit side from the perspective that Linda will never be able to take an opportunity that was meant for Jen. And Bridget will never be able to steal an opportunity that was meant for Jessica. And if we don't harness the opportunity in this moment, it was never intended to be ours. And if this opportunity is intended to be ours, then it'll show up when we are able to receive it. And so we don't have to ever worry or stress over what is or is not in front of us. because the law is I can never thwart the plans that were predestined before I came to the planet. And my experience of that, my free will in the predestined is how do I want to experience what is in front of me or what's not in front of me in this moment? And can I experience the fullness of whatever is in front of me is what I'm supposed to have in front of me at this moment? So ultimately, we can't miss out. You can't miss out on anything.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Agreed.
good.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're
Awesome.
welcome.
That's a relief.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes. All right. Jen, let's go over to you. What do you have for us today?
So, I don't know if you guys do like, I'm not muted, am I? No. I don't know if you guys like, I know less is more because then we can see how spirit's coming through. So, I don't have a specific question. I definitely have specific like things going on that feel, sometimes I don't have the words for them. I just know that there's something, right? Changing, moving, all the things. My word right now, my word for the year is presence.
Hmm.
I'm working. So when Lori just touched on that, that spoke to me, but like also balancing of masculine and feminine, softening the masculine, because I've led with that so often, single mama, for years, and just kind of the way my family is created, you know, my family of origin, right? As a child and stuff. But yeah, so I'd kind of like to pull a card and see what comes and leave it up to spirit.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Bridget, I'm going to
Lord.
let you boss that because clearly,
Okay. I so I was just gonna ask. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So Jen, my thoughts are creative.
Mm,
I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it.
mm, mm.
Bridget, I'm ready if.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, I want to shift a paradigm right now because, and I'm going to use this as an example. And I love how we've already stated there is a way of being in the consciousness of human, and because Jen said balancing the masculine and the feminine, so our human side is the masculine side, our spirit side is the feminine
Mhm.
side. Okay, we're all born into cognitive human masculine law, not masculine wiener,
Right.
masculine law,
Right.
right?
Right. Yeah. Right.
And in that masculine human law, there is good and evil. There is right and wrong. There is good and bad. There is do this, don't do this. There is this is good for you, this is bad for you. Because we're learning. Spirit, however, is not good or bad. It just is. So when we think about that I say no or get out or whatever the verbiage was to anything negative. The old version in our human was this is positive and this is negative. So I'm going to get rid of anything negative. Okay? That is how we all start out in our consciousness. The paradigm that I want to present and offer as a shift and an invitation to more is here's this thing and here's this thing. I'm going to eliminate any negative out of my mind. Neither one of these is right or wrong. I wonder which one is most beneficial and valuable for me right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not eliminating something. I'm eliminating the wrongness so that now I have full, complete choice. Because if I eliminate this, I don't have choice anymore.
Mm.
And choice is my superpower.
Mm.
That was so fucking good.
That was a
That
nugget.
was
That
so.
was a good nugget.
That was so good. Jen, even I think right when you were getting on, or maybe shortly before that, I started pulling up my rocks. I have a lot of rocks, and I was feeling a very like this earthy thing to hold. And then when you started talking about stuff that was coming up, I was getting, yeah, like this grounded feeling, like go put your feet in the dirt
Mm.
outside and allow yourself to sink into Mother Nature is getting just
Mm.
this like, oh, go put your feet out in the dirt and allow her to hold you, to caress you, to love on you.
Mm.
Allow yourself that. And the things then that I wrote down after reading your card was the tree of life. And so I love how Lori then started talking about the masculine and the feminine and how there is no wrongness in those thoughts that are in your mind. Getting out the negative is stepping into that power that you are.
Mm.
It said something about there is no thing has power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. That connection with you creates your reality.
Mm. That makes sense. And it's also one of my intentions for the year. I did that 13 magical nights or whatever, where you burn one every. And the one I ended up with was I have established clear, loving boundaries that protect my energy, which to
Mm,
me, when I wrote them, I'm like, that's what I end up with. But ironically, I just had a big conversation with my family about boundaries because they're not great boundary holders. And it's something so that really resonated for me to say that line of I am in control of me. That's a big thing. That's a big theme in my life because boy, that rebel comes out in a heartbeat. You try to put me in a box again.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
So that really resonated with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I will go put could it be a little warmer though if I put my feet in the earth? That's what I really like it to be a little warmer, but I feel that when you said that, I felt a lot of emotion come up in me, which is like, yep, that's what you need to go do, Jennifer. Let yourself be held.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm, I
Thanks
love
for
that.
that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Miss Jessica.
Hi.
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 I think I'd like to pull a card today too.
Okay. Uno momento, por favor. All right. So the front of your card says, loving others is easy. when I love and accept myself.
Mm.
My heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me.
Did I feel like
Sorry, Lori, repeat yourself.
I was just saying, I feel like if you want to go first on this one, I would hold off. If you're
Okay.
not ready, I'll go. So,
No, um, so it's so interesting, and again, I love how that one power that is benevolent, that oversees everything. Um, it's no mistake that just this week, the theme that has kind of been running through my head is this romance with self. And then this card, and I was like, oh, this is loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. And so that's what I wrote down was, Jessica, I see this like huge invitation. And again, for that knowing oneself deeper, and think about like when you're romanticizing a partner, you think about them all the time. You wonder what they're doing while you're at work. You're wondering how their day is. And to turn that around to yourself, that romancing oneself is so, oh, it makes me feel cozy.
mhm.
Like, how do I want to be loved in this moment? I want to sit here and give myself a back massage. How do I want to be loved now in this moment? I want to dance on the bed. Right? Like
Yeah,
that moment to moment, like how do I want to romance myself right now? And then giving that to yourself is, like I said, it feels very cozy. And I love then that this invitation when you romanticize yourself and when you spend more time with you, the easier it is. It's then no effort to pour love onto other people. And so then when your kids are kind of driving you nuts, or a spouse is driving you nuts, or a coworker, or whoever it may be, it makes all of that easier to navigate because you're not having to have somebody else fill those little love buckets within yourself. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So I love, and we talk about this a lot, the theme that flows through each session. And I'm sure if you haven't said it, you've heard it from somebody, and if you haven't heard it from somebody, you've heard it. Like that expression, like, okay, well, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, right? And there is this the way that we label love, right? We're either doing something for love or from love, or I'm loving you or you're loving me. And going back to this idea of everything is allowed. The finite pizza is allowed, and buying more pizza is allowed. The pen and whatever this is are both allowed. What do I need at the time? And so sometimes when we're looking at love as either this way, or even if it's this way, or instead of this idea of being in love. So So now, as I am navigating the world around me, and I'm like, is that love? Is this love? Am I loving me? Am I mad at that person? Am I reflecting back? What is this? And coming back. And if we actually stop all of it and just sit and request the energy of being in love, now my masculine and my feminine are in love with each other. Inside of me and outside is in love with each other. Me and that person are in love with each other. And now, in love, I will navigate my surroundings appropriately, right? So now, if I'm in love and I need the boundary, like Jen was saying, then I build a boundary because I'm in love.
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily in love with me or in love with them or in love with the boundary or in love with, I'm in love, and then from there the opportunity to act accordingly. When I'm in love, I don't worry about the person, the client who showed up or didn't show up. There's abundance everywhere in love. When I'm in love, I'm honoring whatever's happening with my human experience in this moment because I'm in love. And now I'm the negative. Oh, bye.
No, you're good. Oh, I, I love as soon as Lori comes back, I think she's trying to get back in. Um, but I love again anytime that there's group synergy, um, because each one of these I think plays on its on the other and really ties everything kind of nicely in a loving bow, if you will. Because one of the things, Jen, with this card, and I got like you standing and allowing the earth to hold you, that very feminine piece of the earth to hold you, is an act of loving yourself. So there, each one of these cards is really meant for each one of us, even though we specifically pulled it for you specifically. Yeah. Yeah. Jessica, did you want to say anything?
Sure. I mean, I'll like one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot over the last probably 3 months or so is just the idea of like what I mean, I know I'm here for purpose and I know I connect to people and my messages connect to people. And ultimately, this is what I always come back to is that I am here to help women love themselves.
Mm,
They can then feel love for themselves, but also it expands that love to other people. And my life and everything I've been through has just reiterated that point to me over and over again. And also knowing like why people are drawn to me is because I have a deep love for myself and it creates safety for them to also love themselves. And so I think
mm,
it's just a beautiful reminder of all of that.
yes, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Because if you don't have it within you, there's nothing to overflow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Mm, so good. So good. Well, ladies, thank you all for being here and for joining us. Yeah, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know how it resonates with you. And there is a calendar link in the description. So feel free. We love having people join us. You know what? Now that I say that, I don't know that I'm going to be able to press stop record, which would be okay. If we all left, then that would stop the recording, right?
Yeah,
I
and
think so.
it said Jessica was the host, so I don't know if she's able to do that.
Oh.
Maybe I'm the host now.
Okay, do you
Oh,
have
it
a
does
st
say I'm the host. So I can hit end.
All
Want me to
right.
end?
Yes, I think yeah, if you wouldn't mind hitting, I wonder if end will t take us all out